I'm not a fan of retirement. I don't think you should do it. I know it sounds pretty crazy given that I'm in the retirement planning business. But really, I've just seen too many situations where somebody builds and builds to that pinnacle of retirement, and then within a few months, they're miserable. Because although they retired from something, they didn't really retire to something. And so I want to explore that with you a little bit today. Quite frankly, I'm not a fan of the term retirement at all, because it just doesn't work the way it used to. You're not putting in 30 years at the same company. They're not going to give you a pension. They're not going to give you a gold watch and this beautiful send-off. That just isn't reality anymore. Today, it requires a lot of planning, a lot of effort. You've been through multiple hurdles. And the truth is that most people don't really retire anyway. They start businesses. They do some consulting work. They do volunteer work. They enter into what I prefer to call a work optional lifestyle. And the beauty of planning for a work optional lifestyle is it doesn't have to be keyed to the calendar. It doesn't matter when Social Security says you're allowed to retire. You can structure a work optional lifestyle whenever you choose to. It's about balancing your assets, balancing your spending, balancing your streams of income, all together with your goals. And you can organize that kind of a game plan at any point on the continuum you want to, regardless of what your age is. A work optional lifestyle is so much more flexible, so much more sustainable. And for the entrepreneurs and business owners that I tend to work with, they find that it resonates better because they're not going to retire. They're just going to start another thing. And so often I find folks that once they're done with pouring their blood, sweat, and tears into work for decades, the idea of then shifting to doing nothing is really intimidating. If instead you put a game plan together where you're going to continue to work, but it's optional, there's freedom of choice built in, well, that's a totally different animal altogether. Give me a holler. I'd love to have a conversation with you about what's important to you, about what you'd enjoy truly doing with your time and energy and resources. And let's put that work optional lifestyle game plan together and establish the foundation for your legacy.